Hey guys, George here, and today I'm going to bring to you some solo play Scenario S10 Paper Army, Greeks versus the Italians on 3rd of November 1940, San Tomporo River Valley, Greece. Here's where I got the scenario card, and the victory conditions are very important, and I have them noted up there. And I've also configured the map so you'll be able to see the, uh, the dice rolls. So the victory conditions are to exit 10 or more VP off the west edge for the Italians. And it's basically a chasing. Now, why did they call this a paper army? Because in the Greek-Italian War of 1941, essentially what Greece had on paper was a paper army. Um, Everybody thought that there was no army to be had. So, of course, what happened, what transpired when Mussolini declared war in Greece was there was a mobilization. And of course, Greeks didn't like the idea of being attacked, and they all signed up with enthusiasm to go fight on the Albanian front. On the other hand, the Italians got a bad rap because they ultimately, in the whole scheme of things, they ended up retreating back across the Italian border. However, what is not noted in most history books is that the Italian army was already fighting a war well before the start of World War II, and they were exhausted and stretched. And they also underestimated the Greeks, much like how Putin underestimated the Ukrainians, and now he's in a bit of a pickle. But anywho, I don't mean to sound political. I want to focus on the game. Now, let's look at the SSF, and you'll notice right away some wise guy tried to pull a fast one here. So if you zoom in, the Italian OB calls for two of each leader. So you got Lieutenant Giovanni, Brigadieri Biberi here. So let's clone him, make another one, make uh, another leader, and we'll name him. We'll name him Pasquale. Forgive me if I misspelled it. Okay? And we have got Biberi here. We got another Savino. We're going to name him Baklava, Sergeant Baklava. Right? Nope. Name. Clone. Yep. Here, go Sergeant Baklava. Could have been named worse. Once upon a time, a friend told me this story. By the way, we're drinking here Perrier, Citron, lemon, keeping things in style. We also have a thinking cup, but I promised my son I wouldn't wear it. You know, it's too classy. Anywho, yeah. Once upon a time, a friend of mine went to a party. Most people were either Italian, and some fellow brought his Jewish friend along, and the Jewish fellow's name was Stuart Katz, K-A-T-Z. Stu Katz for short. So one fellow caught wind of the name. It sounded kind of funny, and everybody started saying, "Come si chiamo I ragazzi?" Stu Katz, Stu Katz. Don't laugh, it ain't funny, okay? Now, let's focus in on the action here. So we barely have 2, 4, 6, 12, 12 plus 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Out of that, at least close to a third has to fall um, off the west edge, I believe. Yeah, west edge. And to boot, you got almost an equal force of Greeks coming after you with a higher ELR, almost the same amount of leaders, and the big wise guy here is Sergeant Metaxos, who's going to come either in turn 2, 3, or 4, depending on a 1d6 rule. So let's get the show on the road. Now, some fellows say, yeah, I'm going to leave some breadcrumbs behind, a rear defense. Guys, this is a game about run. Run it. Otherwise, you'll be running a gauntlet of Greeks. So there's nothing wrong with the old Italian tactic called scrambola. Scrambola means, find out again, funny, don't laugh, because the Americans had something similar. It was called retreat to the rally point, you know? Also, you have some Genoa salami to keep things in the spirit of Italy, you know? Genoa salami, Kalamata olives, Greek olives, and grapes from Canada, of course. Canadian grapes are better than the Californian variety. We grow them here, hydroponics, yeah. Don't talk with your mouth full, George. Anywho, last night, it's Tuesday night, by the way. You guys are going to see this video um, Saturday morning when I publish it. But Monday night, I was watching Artie's channel. Great guy, very intelligent, knows his history about wargaming, and he was featuring, um, you know, innovative games, I believe. And he talked about Squad Leader, you know. And basically, the genesis of this game and Advanced Squad Leader is Squad Leader. Without it, where would we be? Anyway, so let's get Pasquale. I like Pasquale. And basically what we're going to do here is ensure that our OB goes sonic, supersonic, across the board. Okay? So we're debating now, is this two road hexes or we designate one as a road hex and the other isn't? I'm not too sure. He played it one way and the other. I'm not too sure what we're gonna do, but we'll see. So important here is to divvy up your squad in good places. Giovanni's going to be down here. Of course, you put your MGs, your light machine guns, with your best leader and best squads. Don't try to be a hero. It ain't gonna work. Where's Pasquale? Am I missing a leader again? No, Giovanni's there. Bacala is there. Bibieri's there. Where's Pasquale? Ah, Pasquale's up there. Pasquale knows what he's doing. Don't worry. Let's bring Pasquale down here. We can set up there. We'll hold on 1 second. Let's make sure they have a good amount of squads that they can propel it to the other side of the board. We'll figure out where the other boys are going to go pretty soon. All right, let's give him another squad. There you go. That's Biberi, Bacala, Giovanni. Okay, Biberi is going to go up there. Biberi has how many squads? 3 squads. He's good. That's one group. Now Pasquale, we're going to give him another 3 squads. He's good. Giovanni. Well, Giovanni has 2 squads. Make it 3 squads. And he's good. Now what do we got left? We got Bacala. We got 4 good old squads. And you know what? We're going to leave back behind a little defense. Bacala is Bacala. What can we do? Oops. Let's not be the classic, guys. We have to have... Alrighty, here we got 2. And here we got 2. I said we're not going to leave behind a defense. Maybe we will. We'll see what we can do. Okay, what's important to note here is that the Greeks come on board with already 2 movement points expended. The Italians come in on the board as if they haven't expended any movement points. That gives them a little bit of a head start. So we start the game with rally phase. Rally phase essentially in starter kit is only putting your reinforcements on the board where they're going to enter with their entry points. You can start a little log file because without the log file we can go bananas and lose things. So begin log file. I'm playing solo, and let's say scenario 10, S10, log 01, vlog. Good, we did that. So we said rally face is done. Go to prep. Done. Movement. Here we go. Now we're going to do some double time. With 1 portage point, we can go full blast. So here it goes. 1 to there, 2 to there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's see how far Bacala can go. Bacala can go far. Darn it. Okay. These guys are not going to go CX. They're going to go 1, 2, 2 to there, 3, and 4 to there. This fellow is going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. If they go double time or CX, there's going to be a +1 to their dice roll for being CX. All right. So what's Bacala going to do? Bacala has 4 portage points. He's a leader. Where's my chart? I should have my chart very nearby. So guys, if you look at your starter kit chart or your ASL chart, the rat charts as we like to call them for here, there is a table, the pink chapter 1 notes, and it tells you have 4 portage points, which is what that medium machine gun is. Okay, and we call this guy Lieutenant Bacala because he tied an anchor to his neck, that being the medium machine gun, when there's a full-blown strategic or tactical retreat. CX-MMC, CX leader, with 4 portage points can go 6 movement factors if they are CX. And if they're not CX, MMC with a leader can still go 6 points away. So he starts on the road. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's good. 7 for the road movement points. These guys are going to go CX. Now, you see some folks are going CX double time. Not CX. CX is the consequences of going double time, right? And some folks are not. The folks that are not, I said I wouldn't do a rear guard. I lied. I have a rear guard, but my rear guard is not going to be punished by incurring a +1 to their to hit or to their to kill. These things are good. I highly recommend it. Genoa salami. It's no capicolo or bacala or what do you call that? I don't know what you call it. Capicoli, cabal, something like that. I don't know. Capicoli, grape, calamari olive. Ow. Have to figure out how to get toothpicks that are not that sharp. Noche male. Actually, General salami goes well with tomato, fresh tomato. Well, it's a very salty salami, but that's why it goes great with tomato. That's why my late father, God bless his soul, one of the best sandwiches he ever made me was Genoa salami, rye bread, and tomato. Where's the rye bread come in? Who knows? CX again. Double time. George double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Here, Giovanni. Uh, Avanti Savoia. Not Forza Italia. Avanti Savoia or uh, Ghost Savoy in English. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's where I suck at fractions. All right. So one fellow is going to go 2, 4. Covers these two hexes. We let him come in through the woods if he likes. 1, 2, 3. Covered by 2 factors. Could do 1. You know, what's he going to do? All right. And this one, this fellow here is going to go 1, 2, 3.5. Does that sound good? No. 1, 2.5. 2.5 plus 1.5 makes 4. So he'll incur, yeah, he would incur at least, oh, this is my favorite hex. A hindrance, no hindrance, no hindrance. There you go. 1, 2, 3.5 to there. That's my rear guard. Like it or leave it. Then, go to defensive fire. There isn't any. Advancing fire, none. Route, this is where you, out of habit, remove moves, prep, and death. Okay? Don't route with a messy board. Even when you're doing it with on paper and cardboard, you be very clean. I'm enjoying this a lot. So now it's the end of turn 1A. Okay, so I just did my incremental save. That's advance, advance, and it's the Greeksters' turn. Here come the Greeksters. So it's Allied rally phase. We've got to put our folks on the board. So let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to have Leonidas pop up. Should we give him all the machine guns or just one? Let's take a look at the board and see what we're going to do. 2, 4, 6. Oh man, I forgot to advance. All right, let's do that. Let's advance. This fellow advances here. This fellow advances there. These two guys stay here. These guys stay here. These boys stay here. Remove that. Okay. Well, now, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to give him all the machine guns. Leonidas gets all the machine guns. Because he's what we call in Greek a Levendi. A Levendi or a manga, he's the king. And I'll be damned if I go uh, CX. Or maybe not. We'll see. Where am I going to go? Uh, let's zoom out and see something for a second. Now, if I come up with a setup like this, Bacala, he cannot try and repair by SSR his MMG before turn 2. That's when the reinforcements come in. I could leave the MG behind because it's going to tie me down. Try to exit. But without it, what do I have to defend myself against the Greeks? My inherent firepower, which should always be at half because I should always be at a very large distance away from them. Now the other thing was, should I use these guys for cover or to guard open space? If I put them in cover, the Greeks would pounce on me in close combat, I'm gone. So that ain't good. And the other thing I could have done was at least put 2 Italian squads here so the Greeks have no legitimate place to rally. That's neither here or said. So, what am I going to do with these guys? They're scouts. So, let's see what we can do. They're scouts, and also I want to bait some fire, right? Okay, I'm ready to move. Okay, so this fellow is going to assault move to there. Now I got a 2, up 1. I'll be stupid not to take that shot, because what other shot do I have? He moved 2 movement points there. No, that's actually, look, this is now where I fall into a trap. Greeks come in on board with expended already 2 movement points. They moved there, now it's 4. Expended 2, plus 2 more to move into the woods, that's 4. But he expended 2 movement points there. That cannot be called an assault move. So I have a 2 even shot. 1 firepower factor, point blank range, plus 1 for the woods, minus 1 for non-assault movement. So 2 even shot. Let's see what happens. He cowers. He's a first line squad. He does not cower. So it's a 6 on the 1. He final fired. and if he fires again, it'll be a morale check. But his morale is 7. Because I do have another shot, but it will be a 1 even shot. Should he fire again? Why not? IFT. And this is our morale check on him as well. 9. His ELR is 2. So he breaks, but does not ELR. Needless to put him under final fire or whatever. 1 residual there. Now this squad can assault move to there because it would be a 3. 1 to there. Now I got 1 down 1. I'll take it. Cowards again. Final fire, no effect. Now this fellow here, well, before he goes, he can call a fire from here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did not say assault. He did not say a non-assault movement. It's an assault move. So we got 7. We got 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. If we have it, there's no use trying to get the MG, because one way or another, it'll either be a 4 or a 4.5. Well, it'll be a 4 in either way. So not using the LMG, we fire a 4, down 1. 6 on the 4 is a normal morale check. And he can't fire again at him. It was all leader directed, didn't cower. Morale check. The Greeks, their pins. That's all we get out of that. Go figure. Now we'll do another assault. No, why should we do an assault move? We're not going to do an assault move. This is what we're going to do now. Now we're in the clear, right? So, should we do double time? I don't see why not. Now we're pretty much in the clear. So, here, double time. 1, 2.5. 1.5 plus 1.5 to there. 4. 5.5. 7 and 8. Not too bad. Pretty good for the geek. Okay. Should the other fellow do a double time? So he has 2. Wait a second. 8. Bring him back. What did I doing here? Okay, 2. 3 to there. 4.5. Plus 1.5. 6 to there. 7.5 to there. Wise guy. The Greeks are always wise guys. All right. Here we got 3. And that's all we can go. Leonidas is going to go 4, 6. I didn't declare double time. Too little, too late. Okay, this fellow is going to go non-assault movement. 1 to there. 1 down 2. So we rolled a 7 down 2, 5 on the 1. Fantastic. He's pinned. He first fired. Hmm. Now what's happening with Bacala here? He has a 347. I gave a 347 to Lieutenant Bacala. Oh, what the heck. Um, I'm chicken. I am chicken. Well, don't be a chicken, George. Non-assault movement. 2, 3 to there. 1 down 2. Now I got a 4. A 4 and a 1. Norm. That's an EOR and breaks. Normal. Yeah, that's an EOR and breaks. He first fired. He will assault move to there. This fellow is going to go assault movement 3. And will he fire? 3. He obviously has to go for there. 4. He'll fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 1 down 2. Leader directed. 6. 4 and the 2 is a 1 morale check. 1 morale check. He rolled a 11. He also ELRs and breaks. He first fired. Do we want to attack this guy from here to there? Nah, not really. I'm being a little bit tepid with the Greeks. I don't know why. So that was my movement. We call full defensive fire. Defensive fire. Do we care about these guys? No, we care about this guy. We care about this guy. We care about this guy. And this guy is going to be in a bit of a pickle. All right. So let's go to defensive fire. We don't care about anybody here, really. Not really. Nope. Let's go to advancing fire. I don't think I got anything worthwhile taking. So let's go to route phase. Greek player routes first. Go like that. Remove all the moves. Remove all the prep and death fire. Greek player routes first. He doesn't see any Italian units on this side of the board, so he's going to go to there. Okay? And this fellow will low crawl to there. Remove all residuals. This fellow cannot route here, he cannot route here. He can low crawl to there. No, he can't. He'll be clearing closer to this guy. It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He goes there, he'll be getting closer. Well, that's his unit. If he goes there, he can not even low crawl. He can route back. No, he can't even route. I'm getting mixed up with the Greeks and the Italians. Oh my God. All right. Here's eliminated to route. He cannot go there, he cannot go there, he cannot go there because he's getting closer to this guy. He can't go there. And he certainly can't go there. He's finito la musica, passato la festa. Unbreak him. Put him in the casualty bin. Axis. Put him in the axis casualty bin. Axis. There you go. Don't need that anymore. All right. Advanced phase. Leonidas is going to go up here. Tufexis is going to go up there. Okay. CX fellow is going to go here, here, and there. The pin units are pinned. Okay, close combat, we got none. We'll do our incremental save. There goes turn 1. Okay, so let's go on to turn 2 for the Italians. Rally phase. Do you have any rallies? Nope. Do the Greeks have any rallies? Let's remove all those pins. Yeah. Now they do here. Now the printed morale of the Greeks by SSR is one higher than the printed, the actual broken side of the Greek units is one more than the printed morale. Ordinarily a 6. Ordinarily it would be a 6, 2, 3, 3 or less. Let's see. Rally. Nope. Here's the M comes off. You'll need to um, route again. And let's remove all the moves. Guess what time it is? Is it prep fire? I don't think so. Uh, so here's how it's going to go. We're going to go straight to movement. Okay, we'll move this fellow first. And we're going to say non-assault movement. Now this guy can go CX, or double time. Okay? Non-assault movement. Boink. That's 1.5. He'll take a shot. It's a 4 down 1. Non-assault movement is not in the open. 2 on the 4 is a K2. He's a goner too. So he drew some blood. So Axel's casualty pin. And he first fired. He's going to call it non-assault movement. And he's going to go CX this time, double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why doesn't he fire? Why doesn't he fire? Why doesn't he fire? He'll fire. But there's bigger fish to fry. He'll go double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need us. Why did I give you machine guns? So we can get the bad guys, right? On this game, you can't overstock. So they just did something stupid for poor Biberry here. But maybe not. So now what's going to happen is they're going to lose their CX. And they're going to go 1.5 to here. And he fired George in the end. 1.5? 9? No. 1.5, not 9. 1.5. 2.5. 3.5. 4.5. 5.5. What could you do? Not much. Bacala, what's he going to do? And was the Bacala supposed to repair the MMG? They're supposed to repair it now. You know what Bacala is going to do? Say hasta luego for the MMG. And Bacalao is not CX. But now he will be. He can drop it. Bacala smartened up. He goes, Biberi just took off. He's leaving me alone. Right? He's leaving me alone. What am I going to do? I got to make a run for it. Hey, 1.5 to there. Double time. 3. Come on, man. 3. 4.5. 5, 6.5. There you go. Now, Iberi is covering some ground here. It's not complete, but not Iberi. Bacala is covering some ground here. It's not completely useless. Okay, this fellow scot free, but you can't go CX again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This fellow as well can't go double time again, but he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, whoa, 4, 5, and 6. So much for the road. I won't be able to get the road bonus. So what am I going to do with that? Now what's happening? The Greeks are left with their mouths wide open. However, it's not like they don't have any fire. So Leonidas can probably fire there. Let's see what the situation is. We got two hindrances. He has a -1 leader. So, and the range is 7. So we got 12 plus 4 is 16. Halved is an 8 up 1. Plus 2 hindrances minus 1 of his leadership. Let's roll in the IFT. Nothing. Missed by 1. So he final fired. 2 fexes. He's out of it. He's out of it. These guys are out of it. There you go. Defensive fire. Nothing. Advancing fire. Nothing. Route phase. Remove all moves. Remove all prep. Remove all death fire. My last bite. My last morsel. This fellow still sees this guy. So is he getting any closer if he goes to 2 fexes? Let's take a look at that. He's 9 there, 8 there. So he has to fall back into the woods. Okay. Route phase is over. Remove all moves again. Advance. Iberi is going to go down to here. Bacala is going to go up here. He dropped the machine gun. That's why he's called Bacala. No, he's a smart guy. Go to K9. Here into the woods. Here into this road hex here. And we accomplished what we could accomplish. Close combat. Remove all the moves. There isn't any. House turn 2A. Now on to turn 2 for the Greeks. We have to roll a 1d6. If we get a 2, the flanking elements arrive. So, let's do it. Yeah! Now, the way I understand it, by SSR, why was I cheering for the Greeks? I'm playing the Italians. Anyways, I got ancestry from both sides of the aisle. How that happened, I don't know. I wasn't around when that happened. So, on Greek player turn 2 through 4, the Greek player makes a DR at the start, small d, small r. At the start of the rally phase, and compares it to the encircled number on the turn record chart. I'm going to put that down in Neil's chart somehow. The Greek flanking elements enter on that turn along either the north or south edge. The Greek player's choice. Once the flanking elements have entered, the game no further DR is needed. Now, where am I going to go? Got Biberi. Let's look at this side of the board here. Obviously, I cannot go next to Giovanni and Pasquale because they're going to annihilate, right? Right. So where am I going to go? And what amount of points are coming out from there? I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the north side of the board. On the south side of the board, so this guy Biberi, if these boys don't catch up to him, he's in trouble. On this side of the board, I got 2, 4, 6, 7. Plus 7 is 14. So we're going to come along here. We got 2 MGs. No, we got 1 MG. I don't know where the other MG came from. My mistake. Oh, look at that SSF again. Okay, so Metaxotos is going to come from here. This dude is going to come from there. Actually, let me admit the MG here. And we'll put these guys here. Oops. Let's do that. We got those guys up here. Alright, good. Remove all the moves. Prep fire, there won't be any. But soft rally here. No. And 6, 7 or less for there. Got him. Okay. Keep in mind, I cannot repair this, so it's useless to me. Alright, so let's go to movement. The Taxotos is going to go 2, 4 to there. This fellow here is going to go 1, 2, 3. Does anybody have a last one? I doubt it very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hindrances. Can't. No. Alright. He will lose the CX. And instead of trying to go after these boys, he will go 1, 2, 3, 4 with a squad of force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Pasquale is going to draw line of sight. Clean LOS, range of 7 hexes. Range of 7 hexes, so it's long distance. They have 9, 4.5, so it's a 4 even shot. 6 on the 4. Bring back the is a normal. So Aristos is going to go first. Passive, squad, half squads, and ELRs. So the Italians weren't good at hitting them, they hit themselves. Makes sense. ELR, half squads, phone, put them in the casualty bin. Not that they matter, but hey, we're keeping records. And he's broken. Pasquale's first fired. Even to Pasquale, low damage. Alright, now we can go CX again here. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Too bad we don't have the ability to bypass and start kit. Alright. 1.5, 1.5, 3, 4, 5. Double time again. 1.5, 3, 4, 5 to there. Texas is going to move there. And these guys are going to go double time. He will go double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will fire. Those units will fire. Range of 4. You have a range of 3. So it will be 1, -2 for FFMO and FFMO, and +1 for CX. So it will be a 1 down 1. 3 on the 1 is a 1 morale check. Breaks, but does not LR. Now he loses the CX counter. And they first fired. Alright. I'll be a monkey's uncle if I go moving a stack. So, double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Another, it's 2 halved, but they're in range. So it's 1 down 1 again. 6 missed, he final fired. Or they final fired. Double time again. 1. There should be I think 1 residual there. And no residuals here. Maybe not. Forget it. Alright, double time. 1. I have to be careful of this guy now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 to there. We fire. This range. Through the line of sight. Range of 7. So, and I believe that was 3 hindrances. Let's take a look at the hindrances. 3 hindrances. So not using the light, it will be a 9. Halved is 4.5. So down 4. 3 hindrances. -1 for non-assault movement. 4 up 2. So 8 on the 4 is a whole nother nothing. And And then there's 3 hindrances out there, so there's no residuals. He first fired. Leonidas, we'll leave it double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we won't move any further than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How come he's CX? Too late now. But it did, the mark was moved. Oh yeah, okay. Alright. Remove the CX. We'll go ordinarily 1, 2, 3, and 4. Defensive fire. I don't think I got any. So advancing fire. Leonidas has a negative modifier. We'll try and fire there. Let's see what's the range. Yeah, there's 1 hindrance. And the range was 7. So that 6 would be quartered. Be a 1 up 3. I drew the line of sight. I have to shoot. Okay. And I don't think I have anything else. Nope. Okay, so let's remove the moves for the route. Remove the moves, remove the prep, and remove the death. Now what do we got? Route phase. We can't go here. We can't go there. So you'll have to low crawl to this location. So we'll low crawl 1 back. Okay. This fellow could stay here. I suppose. He'll low crawl back. Alright. Advance phase. Remove all the moves. And these boys will advance to here. This squad will advance to there. Advance to there. Defexes is good. This fellow will advance to here. These fellows will advance there. Advance to there. Metaxotos will try and mentor 1 squad. And this fellow is going to go there. There you have it. Alright. Let's remove all the moves. And go to close combat. And that's the end of turn 2B. On to rally face Italian turn 3. Now we have a bit of a dilemma there. Because it looks like we're going to have to prep fire. And it doesn't look pretty. Because these guys are blocking our way from here. So we'll prep fire. And this fellow is exactly 4 hexes away. So we got a 9. We can use the LMG for rate. But keep note that they break down at 11. So it'll be an 8 up 1. Let's see what happens. I knew I shouldn't have done that. So he prep fired. We'll try to take out the leader. remember, this is turn 3, right? Alright, so I think we got at least one hindrance there, and one tem. Okay, and the range is a 5. That was a bad one. So with a range of 5, we'd be halved. So we'd have a 4 up 2. Nothing. We prep fired. Any more prep fires? No. Alright, let's go to movement. Bacala is going to lose the CX. He's going to go 2, 3, 4, 4. So this fellow is going to take a 6, -1 for non-assault movement, -1 for first fire moving in the open, and +1 for CX, net -1. And he has not 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has a 6 down 1. 4 and 6. The 2 morale check. So Bacala first needs a 5 or less. Does not make it. Does he ELR? He does, because his ELR is 2. We said got 4 and 6, which is a 1 morale check. So he exceeded his morale by 1. Okay, good. He breaks. And now another 2 morale check there. It's 5 or less. ELRs. And breaks. He first fired. Biberi, should he take and run for it? He will, but 1 squad at a time. The CX, double time. 2. And 4. Leonidas is going to trace a line of sight. Leonidas just got crafted. He rolls. It was leader directed LMG attack. Does not get rate. But it was a good roll. So he first fired. And so 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, sensing that this fellow's first fired, and 4, 5, 7, what's he going to do to him? Might do something. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's go to double time, because this is a great opportunity to do the scrambola. 2 to there, 3, really fire. Let's see what we got. No hindrances, range of 9. So we got a 2, -2 for first fire moving in the open, first fire and assault movement, +1 for -1 for double being CX. So it's a 2 down 1. 6 on a 2 is only a pentast check. So we need 3/7. Leader passes. Squad passes. Last guy does not pass, and he has the LMG. So that guy's pinned. So we went 2, 3, 4. Now here we have a residual. There was no hindrances, so it's one residual. Not that anybody's going to go there. We went 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, and 7.5 to there. Does he see me? No. Do I see him? No. Good stuff. So that was my movement. Let's go call defensive fire. He'll fire a 4 up. No, he'll fire 4. Ooh, forgot to take into consideration the hindrance. Okay, 4 up 1 to there. Let's get serious. 5, 6 on the 4 is a normal morale check. Okay. Giovanni breaks. Normal morale check. 3/7. 1 breaks in ELRs. 2 breaks in ELRs. 3, all 3 of them break in ELR. One lonely squad that did all that damage. Undo that. Break ELR and break. Break, break, and break. One squad had an LMG, and this fellow goes on top. That we only need 1 DM counter. We can remove that. So here he final fired. We'll attempt to do the same from here to there. We have 1 hindrance, range of 5. So there we got a 4 up 1. That's nothing. And here to there, we got 2 hindrances, a range of 8. So that will be a 2. We'll use the LMG for 8. 2 up 2. That's nothing. He won't fire. I believe he already fired. And that's all she wrote. Now we're in a bit of a pickle. So let's go to advancing fire. I don't think I have any. Route phase. Remove the moves. Remove the prep. And remove the death fire. They'll route back a half X. No, they can't route back. They see this guy. Do they? Let's see. They don't, so they can route back. These guys now, they can route forward. Let's see. Can't see that guy. Can you see this guy? There's 5 hindrances. You can. But he's not getting any closer to him. So you can route there. They can route there. And probably can continue to go here. He no longer needs to low crawl, and I think This looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. That's easier. Should have removed all residuals. No moves. Let's go to advancing fire. Our advanced phase. No guts, no glory. Gentlemen, he advances. They advance. They advance. That fellow is pinned. These guys can advance. But they'll advance like this. And I advanced all that I could. So this was turn 3A. We did our incremental save. Guys, you'll forgive me. I jumped ahead. It's an hour into the video, and I can show you the action real quickly. But essentially, what happened is that this fire group here got really lucky, and the Italians uh, that were slated to come off the side of the board um, got knocked out. They started routing. The Greeks here uh, appeared, so they were sandwiched. The only way they could rout was up here, but then when they were getting here, they saw the imminent Greeks that were popping up. The half squads that were supposed to be the blocking force did not do much damage, and besides breaking a couple of squads and a couple of squads here that were out of the question because they couldn't rally. This guy couldn't rally. One of them already got beaten up in open ground in close combat, annihilated. Leonidas popped up and started pinning down these guys. And then one success story for the Italians is Lieutenant Buberi and 2 squads, and this fellow here. They managed to make it. But again, these guys, I believe, are conscripts. So my movement, and due to my ELR, just drastically got reduced. And I'm pretty sure here, if he decides to close in on the Greeks on the next turn, they're going to block him one way or another. They're not going to leave him go through the opening here or here. And, you know, it's already bottom of turn 4. We'll have 1, 2 turns. And if you do the math, the best we can do is Buberi coming off. And that's it, that's all. The Italians got sandwiched by Colonel Metaxos here and his 2 squads. So I don't think there's any further point in continuing, but like I said before, or maybe I didn't say it before, um, it's a great game. It's a great scenario. It's a very fun scenario, and it stresses movement. And the few scenarios that are out there, or the several scenarios that are out there that put movement ahead of either capturing a building or a victory location, um, movement is the funnest thing to play in Squad Leader. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I jumped ahead, but I wanted to cut this video short and just show you a couple of turns in the beginning and then come to a conclusion with what transpired. And if you want me to share your log with me, with you, I will gladly do it. I'll send you the visa file on Discord, and that's all there is to it. And I wish everybody a great weekend. We still have some new subscribers. Shout out to Artie and Dan as well. And have fun, guys. And thank you for mentioning my channel out there. We are up to 615 subscribers, young and old, and people that have been with me since the very beginning. I love you all. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend.